Hello, everyone. Welcome to part two of the case of the borrowed bear. Today, you're going to hear a story that's going to help you move all of these clues into our clue board. This is going to give you a better idea of who might have committed the crime and help you draw conclusions based on evidence. I'm going to be reading you the story. I'd like you to listen to the whole story first and then go back and listen again. And you can pause and you're going to click and drag these characters, these clues into the chart to show which character had or did whatever the clue is. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, you will see something that looks like this. And when you first open this up. So what you want to do is you want to get this smaller so you can drag these clues. So what you do is you go to the magnifying glass, it says zoom, and you click on 100%. And now you can see all of the clues. Now it's time for the story, the case of the borrowed bear. There's a group of friends named Sam, Bill, Jan, Tina, and Elle, who all love stuffed animals. They have a club called the Stuffed Animal Adventure Club. Here is some information about the friends and some of the things that happened on the day Mr. Bear was borrowed. Each friend has a favorite stuffed animal. Sam has Mr. Bear. So here's where you're going to go ahead and you're going to click Mr. Bear and it says stuffed animal. You put it under Sam. Bill has Mr. Potato Head. Jan has a chicken. Tina has a dog. And Elle has the frog. So that is an example of how you would click and drag the items into the part of the chart that they belong. So I'm going to move them back and continue with the story. The five friends got together one afternoon to build a clubhouse for their stuffed animals and to have a picnic. They all brought their stuffed animals. They also brought paint and wood. After working on their clubhouse for a while, they got tired of building and decided to do something else. Sam wanted to play hopscotch. Bill wanted to take the stuffed animals to go swimming in the salt water at the ocean. Jan wanted to play in the grass. Tina and Elle both wanted to swim in a swimming pool because they don't like salt water. It's important to know what each of these suspects was wearing. Sam was wearing a red t-shirt. Bill and Elle were both wearing white cotton sweaters. Jan was wearing a white wool sweater. Tina was wearing a blue t-shirt. Everyone brought some treats to the picnic. Bill and Jan both brought pie. Sam, Tina, and Elle all brought cookies to share. Bill and Jan were also both wearing their own favorite kinds of perfume or cologne. Jan and Elle both had brown pens with them. Bill had a bottle of brown dye. Aside from her stuffed animal, Jan also had a real puppy that she left at her house. Her house is nearby. The group couldn't figure out what to do and soon got tired of arguing, so they decided to share the 2 cans of cola Sam had brought. They poured some of the cola into a cup with ice. Some of them wanted cold cola, and they passed around the shared cup with ice and cola in it. The others drank straight from the can with no ice. Some of them started to get very sleepy, so they all decided to take a nap. When they woke up, it was 2 hours later, and Sam was upset. Mr. Bear was soaking wet. It seems that someone had not taken a nap. They all figured that someone must have stayed awake and played with Mr. Bear. It is your job as crime lab scientists to try to solve the mystery by figuring out who stayed awake and played with Mr. Bear without asking permission. Okay, so you can go back and listen to this again and pause and fill out this crime chart. Now, when you're finished, you can click on the slide that's next to this slide, which is going to be your first conclusion. So here you can go ahead and type what you think is happening. Who do you think committed the crime and why? If you'd like, you can record your notes by clicking here and going to Tools and Voice Type Speaker Notes. What do you think has happened? In our next session, you're going to be looking at a bunch of different experiments. You're going to be virtual crime lab scientist, and you're going to get even more information about what happened when Mr. Bear was borrowed. Good luck.